Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to Union Street, the podcast. I am Union and Jackson. This is Union Street, the podcast, where we have the most interesting conversations on the internet with the most interesting people in the world. And today I am joined by Domo.
I knew this was gonna happen.
You should have never told me that shit. Nah, what's up, Domo? How you feeling? Welcome back.
I'm good. Fresh off vacation again.
Where you went?
St. Lucia for my friend's birthday.
That's like...
Shout out to the trip that made it out the group chat.
Is that like...
It's in the Caribbean.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Pretty good.
How's everything been since the last time we've seen you?
Good. Trip was fun. Mm-hmm. Like I said, birthday trip, made it out the group chat. That's always a plus.
Whose birthday was it?
One of my friends.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Anybody
cool.
I know?
No.
Okay. That's what's up. Well, I've been having a time. I recently went to trap karaoke.
How was that?
It was fun. It was a blast. I had a blast. I had so much fun.
I love that for you.
This was more fun than like the last few times I went.
But
I've been having fun going. I'm learning to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm so used to just doing stuff just to do it and be places just to be there and shit. I'm really starting to have fun again type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
I got drunk for the first time in a little while, so that kind of took me out. That put me to... I got drunk. I fell asleep. I went upstairs and fell asleep. They found me upstairs sleeping.
The liquor got you.
Yeah, shit whooped my ass. It took me out. I think that's it, man. I do want to say something to niggas, like, real quick, though.
Absolutely.
When I'm out, if you feel like in your... I don't want to say this. If you feel like, oh, let me go say what's up to this nigga because for whatever reason, you don't have to do that. You niggas don't ever have to speak to me. Don't ever feel like you have to interact with me and you have to say what's up because you think I see you. One of the largest misconceptions about people with glasses is
that we can see.
That we see you. Nigga.
We wear my glasses and I still don't see motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I still do not see.
This is not for the seeing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't ever feel like y'all niggas gotta interact with me because 9 times out of 10, if I'm in a space and I'm not actively active, I don't want to be there. So, like, you don't gotta speak to me, nigga. Like, y'all niggas don't owe me nothing. So, let's just remember that. Let's keep that at the forefront of our brains.
I love that. I be telling people that all the time.
Yeah.
It's okay. You don't have to speak to me.
No, like, you not, like...
It's fine. My feelings are not hurt. I don't care.
Even if we cool, you're not obligated to speak to me. Like, okay, a head nod.
Right.
Chuck up the deuces and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas don't owe me nothing. Y'all gotta speak to me. It's cool.
And like you said, just because I got my glasses on don't mean I can see you. And baby, if you see me in the street without my glasses on, I really can't see you.
Oh,
let's put that out there. Like,
we ain't gonna do that, Trisha.
So yeah.
Yeah, forget about it. I can't.
See.
This is not for me to see y'all niggas. These are not for me to see y'all niggas. This is so I don't hit children when I'm driving my vehicle.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? This is for driving and reading. Watching my favorite show.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all. I wanted to say that because a lot of times, like, people feel like they need to speak. Like, oh man, if I don't say nothing, this nigga. I mean, like, no, you're not gonna get an attitude from me. So I don't give a fuck. Keep your handshakes and your hugs to yourself. Absolutely. Save them for your nieces and nephews during the holidays.
And make sure you wash your hands before you handshake or hug somebody.
It don't matter because I'm gonna clean. I'm gonna de-sanitize my shit. I'm gonna sanitize my shits soon after an embrace anyway. You know what I'm saying? What else do we need to get to? Is there anything that we need to tell the people before we start this podcast?
It's getting nice outside. Mm-hmm. That is not grounds for y'all niggas to act a fool.
Oh yeah?
Okay? Yeah. Let's have a good summer. Let's enjoy it. Let's be outside. Let's have fun. Let's be safe. And that's it.
Yeah, control your self-control.
Self-control.
Self-control is the word of the summer. Self-control is the word of the summer.
We are being ratchet and responsible, okay?
Responsibly ratchet.
Heavy on that.
Well, yeah. I don't know. What else? Whatever else I could think of will come to me, and I'll just blurt it out while we do the pod.
That's fine.
You enjoy podcasting?
I love it.
You love it.
I do.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
I do. You make this a more enjoyable experience, also.
Yo, I appreciate that. I do my best, yo. Shout out to before I get started, I want to say shout out to Shawnee and Woo over at the Shawnee Talks podcast. They are putting out a very, very great product. They just did their 9th episode. They just did their 9th episode. That should be releasing either right before or right after this episode. It was a good one. They actually had a guest. Woo's twin brother came up from Las Vegas, where he resides, to do the pod with them.
Okay.
So that was fun. That was an experience. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure like the people that follow that podcast, the people that follow this podcast, that follow that podcast, and the people that just only follow that podcast and not this podcast are really gonna enjoy that episode. It was informative. They got some shit off their chest as brothers that they really didn't expect to talk about.
Okay.
But it came up in conversation and passing, and it was just like, all right, nigga, since we here, let's cross this bridge. You know what I'm saying? And that was fire. And they got a lot of shit out. It got emotional. It was funny. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to them. Shout out to 500 Questions, the podcast, which is still a thing.
Big shout out. Why are you laughing?
Yeah, that's all I got for shout out to my boy Reek, the Good Brother Experience, his podcast. That's fire. Shout out to Tahoe and Dodge with So Shameless, another fire podcast. I'm just shouting out podcasts now. So
shout out to all the podcasters out there, because this ain't easy. It's not really like you just sitting around shooting the shit. Like,
people think that it's just sitting down talking.
Yeah, nah, it's more to that. So shout out to all of y'all that's on the podcasting journey, that enjoy it, that can get y'all shit off. And this
is not just Kanye on Twitter.
Yeah, sure the fuck ain't.
Just say bullshit and do bullshit.
Sure ain't.
This is it for a lot of people. It's a job. It can be a job, and it is a job. So, but yeah, like Damo said, shout out to everybody that's on the grind doing the shit, that's really trying it, and you know, we pray that you're all successful.
Shout out to all the people that edit the podcast also. It's not just in front of the camera, right? Like, so yeah, we talking in front of the camera, but there's also a lot that goes on behind the scenes, after the episode, editing, all of that. Shout out to y'all too.
The biggest shout out to those guys. The biggest shout out to those guys. I guess we can start the pod now. We got a lot of stuff out the way that we probably should start off a podcast. Subscribe, like, share, and all that other shit. I should say that, all right? Good stuff. I don't really say that on this podcast. I don't know why.
Because it's obvious, right? Y'all should do all the things.
It is, but I sometimes some people need to hear it. It need to be said to the people. So for the people that need to hear it, please like, subscribe, and share my podcast with your friends and your friends' friends. My podcast is everywhere every major platform where you can find podcasts, and YouTube. You can leave us a 5-star review and leave us not a review. What's the other thing?
Rating.
You leave us a 5-star rating and leave us a review. Let us know what you think about the podcast. You can hit me up. The email link for this podcast is in every episode description of this podcast. I don't know the email. I can't tell it to you. I don't know it right now, right off the back of my hand, but it is in the episode description of this email. Or you could DM me in regards to this podcast, but you gotta when you DM me about the podcast, make sure you say in the very beginning, this is about the podcast, or I'm not gonna read the DM. I just found out one of my more successful friends opens all his DMs.
Who knew?
Why?
Because there's some shit in there that people need to know.
I hate that for bro. I hate that for him, man. He's like, yeah, man, I got this DM the other day from, and I said, ew, like, nigga, you open up all your DMs?
It might be somebody offering you $1 million for the pod in there. You never gonna know.
You gotta email me. You gotta email that. I know it's money in the emails.
Yeah, but like it's easier to find people on Instagram than it is to find an email, right? Like,
but for business reasons, you email. Like when I want to do business with people, I look in they bio for their email because everybody they do business bookings and shit like that.
Yeah, but I feel like Instagram and DMs is the wave of the future now.
I guess.
Or the present and the future. Like I feel like we kind of moved a little bit past emails and now we add DMs because everybody could find you on Instagram, right? Like, but then if I find you on Instagram, the email is not in your Instagram. So now I got to go to somewhere else to find your email address.
Not true.
That's not work.
At the very top of my page is the email bio.
All right, so you are a bad example, but in general.
Yeah, I'm not reading DMs like that. So unless you say this is about the podcast, I'm gonna automatically say this nigga's on some bullshit. I'm gonna swipe and delete that shit. Right?
Sounds about right.
How did we get there? I don't know. Whatever.
Subscribe, share, rating, all that.
Review, rate, all of that shit, man. On all the podcasts, the Shawnee Talks podcast, Union Street podcast, 500 Questions podcast. Review, share, subscribe, and share again. Share with everybody. Anybody you come into contact with, just share it with them. For our 1 millionth subscriber, we're gonna do. I'm so far away from a million, but when we get to 1 million, I'm gonna do something very, very special.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that every day.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'll do something extremely special.
Maybe.
Let's start the pod.
Okay.
Freedom of speech. Why can't I say what I want to say? Why can't I say what I want to say, Damo?
Give an example.
Okay. So I find that we are too often scrutinized and criticized for using the things that we've grown up saying. Like we said, we spoke briefly about it before we started recording. I said a lot of our colloquialisms and a lot of our slang is now considered abusive language. When I was growing up, we didn't take it like that. You know what I'm saying? So we would say, hear me out. Hear me out. We would say retarded. We would call somebody, hear me out. We would call somebody a fag. But when we said that, we didn't mean it as like a actual gay person. It was just like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying?
But that's the problem because so many words now that we used to use as slang have now been used to villainize other people. Like, we could call each other the R word, but people aren't using it like that no more. They're saying it to people that are actually autistic. They're saying it about people that actually have developmental issues, and that's where it becomes a problem. And that's why it's so far removed from just being slang now that it's meant to be derogatory. It's not, people don't say it trying to be funny anymore. They're saying it like meaning to shut you down or meaning to come for you, if that makes sense.
Shout out to the good folks over at Bel Air.
We don't know those people.
We don't. I'm just saying that because we drinking that product. But yeah, I understand. But like, why? Like, I get it. But like, context. Like when I say something or I embrace or interact with you, you know what I'm saying? The only thing we really can't get in trouble for saying is nigga. And I feel like that's one of the worst words. You know
but that's because
I would rather you say, yo, this dude is retarded and not say this nigga slow or this nigga's developmentally delayed or some shit like, you know what I'm saying?
But they don't, I don't know why that just scared me real quick. But
you got PTSD, nigga.
Shut up.
You grew up in a war zone, nigga.
But they don't care because that word, the N word, is only derogatory towards black people, right? So nobody cares when you're making a derogatory slang against black people, but you can say the R word against anybody. So that's why now it's villainized.
I hate that for us, bro.
I do too.
Like the things that we say, like this is why niggas don't like talking to people no more. Cause it's like conversations don't even be fun. Like
Right.
when you gotta watch what you say, it's like it takes the spice out of conversation.
Absolutely.
Like, and I'm one of them niggas that don't think before I speak. So like, if I gotta think before I speak, I'm just gonna not speak, and people gonna be like, "Yo, like, what's up with you, bro?" Because like, nigga, like people so sensitive now. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
And I really feel like once the spice, it sounds crazy. I feel crazy saying that, but once the spiciness got taken out of conversations, it was just like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you niggas. Because if I got to be careful about what I say and I got to be mindful of your feelings, like fuck you. Like,
Yeah. No, I agree.
I'm not gonna
Like,
speak to y'all niggas.
I wanna, especially if I'm talking to my friends, right? Like, I want to be able to say what I want,
Right.
say, make jokes, crack jokes, whatever, and not hurt niggas' feelings. I don't care. Let me not say it. I don't care about your feelings.
That's not but that's not a bad thing to say. Like at the end of the day, like nigga, your
Because
feelings
at
is
the
not
end
my
of the day, you
responsibility.
know I'm joking with you. Now, if you can't take a joke, we can't be friends. Like, because I'm not, like you said, I'm not going to talk to you. That shit corny.
At the end of the day, like I get it. Like you want to be mindful of people's feelings and shit like that. You don't want to be no, fuck that. You don't want to be mindful of people's feelings. You just don't want to be disrespectful.
Right.
But nigga, like at the end of the day, you know me, you know my heart, and you know my personality. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If you don't know that I'm not a hurtful nigga when I'm talking to you, why the fuck you talking to me for?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
That shit irritating, bro. Like I don't want to have to be walking on eggshells when I talk to people.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
That's not
want to
fun.
make new friends. I don't want to interact with people, and the world is too big for me to just be. Right now, I feel like I have all my friends. Like I don't need no more friends. Like I have them all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely not gonna make a new friend, and it's not to be offensive to anybody. This is just me, how I feel about making friends. Once I have to learn all the things that you need to learn in order to be a friend, I don't want to have to learn those things. If you come with all these special things, like you come with all these anxieties and all these instructions and pronouns, I'm not gonna want to be your friend. Not because you have all of this going on. Well, partly because you have all of that going on, but also because it's like, nigga, like if I need to do all of this if being your friend is a job, nigga, I don't want to be your friend.
Right. If I
You know what
gotta
I'm saying?
think about every sentence that's gonna come out my mouth before it come out my mouth, I'm just gonna shut up and we're not gonna be friends because it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
Because
like that shit is.
I'm just gonna be talking and I'm gonna fire off with the mouth and then your feelings is gonna be hurt and
Yeah,
now
I want to.
we
I want to
can't.
say what I want to say. I want to say how I feel. I want to say what's on my mind. Like so many times, I've said how I felt and what was on my mind, and it was just like, oh my god, you're the worst person in the world. Like
That's
nigga,
insane.
what? Like how am I the worst person in the world for?
It's all right. It was just my cup.
Damn, nigga. Almost caught a cramp.
Thank you.
I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, like I don't want to. I just want to have fun conversations. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that.
Right. Like, why are we stealing each other's joy?
Yeah, like no, anything that's a job, anything that's supposed to bring me joy and that's supposed to be fun and effortless, it feels like a job. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not doing it.
From relationships to friendships to family ships, so none of that shit. Like,
Heavy on that.
yeah, like if it feels like work, I don't want to do it. I
want no
I work
part.
for a living. I want to live for fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Seriously.
Fuck.
I don't want
That
to
was
say
a
I
bar,
got
too.
all my
Goddamn.
friends. It was though.
I hate to point out my own bars.
Write that down for your raps. Okay.
Right.
I don't want to say I have all the friends I need, but I do agree. Like if I come across somebody and I think we cool or like you cool, but talking to you becomes not fun, I'm not gonna do it. Like
Right.
I'm not gonna do it.
It's a lot of dope souls in the world. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm 1,000% sure I haven't met them all. But like, if it's like that's what I was saying. Like, if it's work,
Right.
I don't want to do work.
I don't even want to do work when I'm at work. I damn sure don't want to do work when I'm supposed to not be working.
In my leisure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I guess we could skip down a little bit because since we kind of on the subject, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but since we kind of on the subject of friendships and relationships, we could speak to how we identify friends, right? And what makes a friend a friend.
So I think that friends, first of all, I think the word friend is overused, right? I think
For
a
sure.
lot of people have acquaintances that they say are their friends,
Right, for sure.
but they're not really friends. I think a friend is somebody who, like, once y'all go through something major, or you go through something major, or that person goes through something major, how y'all interact with each other after it or during it, how the person shows up for you, how you show up for that person, it makes them a friend. Everybody else, that's just somebody I know, or that's my acquaintance. You know, like,
Right.
yeah.
So similarly, I feel like it's how we identify friends. Like you said, people that you could depend on, people that you could be a 100% true self with, people that you don't never want to put your friends out there, but you want to be able to depend, you want to be able to depend on them type shit. You know what I'm saying? But not in the sense that like your responsibilities are their responsibilities, but just you could call them in like a situation where it's like, yo, like I'm not my whole self right now. I just need a little assistance. I need a little push. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's monetarily, spiritually, just a social push. Because I had a conversation recently with somebody about social batteries and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot for like. So some of my friends do something to my spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I can go to my friends, certain of my friends, and just be a shell of myself and just be able to chill and not do nothing. We could just chill and just be amongst each other and like it'll not be nothing. Like when I come to your house and we just sit on the couch, either watching basketball, I'm in my phone, you in your phone, we just chilling and shit like that. Like nigga, like those are the friends that are the most valuable friends because I could just be myself. Myself, I don't like to talk all the time.
Right.
I don't like the bullshit all the time. I don't like to interact. I love the bullshit all the time. That was I misspoke just then. But I want to be able to chill and relax and just not say nothing for an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But know that I'm in the presence of somebody who understands that this nigga not talking to me. He not saying nothing to me because he needs this right now. He needs this time and this space. To have space in closeness is very, very valuable. Because sometimes we get close to people that we don't even like being around. We don't really enjoy, and we are friends with these people because we've always been friends with these people.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's really trash.
Absolutely. I feel like just because you've known somebody for a long time doesn't mean y'all have to be friends.
Yes, because at one point y'all were strangers, and your life was perfectly fine. It's okay to be strangers again.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
I will say though that mourning the death of a friendship is worse than mourning the death of a relationship. For me, at least, I'm gonna say that it's much harder to lose a friend because I expect, and this is gonna sound crazy, I expect a lot from my friends.
It's already sound. I was just about to say something else.
No, I expect a lot from my friends. And not a lot in the sense of like I always need them, but let me not say I expect a lot. I hold my friends in such high regard. Let me say that. That's really more of what I'm trying to say. So when I lose a friendship, it's like, damn, yo, I thought this person was riding with me. I thought this person was cool. Like, niggas come and go. Like, let's be honest. Relationships come and go all the time.
That's what I thought you was about to say. I thought you was about to say I expected the relationship to end. I thought you was about to say that. I thought you was about to say. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But
I mean, some of them I did.
That's funny.
But my friends, I feel like because I give so much in my friendships, like I feel like, damn, like I gave so much of myself to this person as a friend. I was there for them. For you to just for this to be over for whatever reason, it's kind of whack.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna speak to the listeners right now, the people that's listening to this and watching this. I'm in the process of dealing with something like that right now.
Death of a friendship?
Right, for sure. And I just want to say, fam, you are a bitch, bro. I hope this comes across your desk. I hope this comes across your screen. You were supposed to be my nigga, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. This shit, I'm like I said, it's been a thing that's been happening, but I'm just now recently getting over it because it's like if somebody was to bring bro name up, I'd be like, damn, yeah, that's my nigga, bro.
Right.
Damn, we supposed to be locked in for life, my nigga. Like that was really my brother. You feel me?
Right.
And I'm just now getting to the point where I'm just like, fuck it. It is what it is. But I'm gonna say to you, my nigga, I hope you see this. You a bitch, bro. Cause at the end of the day, I've done nothing but be a friend to you. No misunderstanding, no motherfucking. I understand niggas go through shit and you gotta take your time and go experience your feelings and handle your business. But at the end of the day, you always come back to your brothers. And you didn't do that, and you a bitch for that. And I'm mad at you. I'm not gonna be mad forever, because at some point, we're gonna go back to just being strangers. After all these years, it's crazy. It breaks my heart to say this, but it is what it is. Right now, in this very moment, I'm at that point. I'm at one of them steps of grief. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they got acceptance, questioning, bargaining, and all that other shit. You ever heard of that? The 5 steps of grief or some shit like that? That's where I'm at. I'm in one of those later steps.
Okay.
I'm probably at acceptance right now, the last one.
Okay.
You a bitch. And I don't want, that's me being polite with my disrespect. I would never call you no other crazy shit, but you a bitch, bro. And that shit makes me so mad. And I don't want to fight, but... Oh, you motherfucker. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Dom.
No, you good. I get that, though. I've mourned the death of 2, 3 friendships, and it hurt. It was a lot. It hurt. It sucked. It hurt worse than losing my relationships. And like you said,
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about relationships.
you supposed to, as my... Like you saying as your brother, as my sister, like we supposed to be locked in here. Like we supposed to hold it down, and it sucks when they don't.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. Yeah. So, what makes a friend a friend? We talked about that already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, lock in with me, bro. I'm not a high maintenance friend. I'm a low maintenance friend. Like I don't ask for shit. I pay for my own food. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm a low maintenance friend.
I got the hose. You know what I'm saying? You know I got the hose. You feel me? Yep. You said yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm a low maintenance friend. You a low maintenance friend? What makes you a low maintenance friend?
Because I don't ask for nothing. I don't ever be like, oh, I don't require things from people, right? I don't be like, oh, you gotta see me every week. You gotta talk to me every day. You gotta do that. No, I don't care. Like, I have two of my best friends, I speak to them once a month. Like, one of them, she just had a baby. So she had a baby 3 weeks ago. So she's into mommyhood. But my other friend, she live in DC. We just don't live in close proximity. Yeah, we text, we send memes on Instagram, but like actually have long, drawn out catch up conversations.
How many best friends you got?
3.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Just 3.
That's a lot. Now, can I have a best friend as a boy?
You better.
I think we don't call our best friends our best. Boys don't call best friends their best friends.
Y'all say y'all bros.
We say our bros,
Yeah.
our brother, right? Mm-hmm. Nah, but these niggas really my bros though. Like all my niggas ain't my bros, but like
right.
my bros is my bros. But
those
they
are your
not,
best
that's
friends.
not my best friend. I got a homeboy that I call bestie, but I only call him bestie because he hate it. My bestie is my bestie, but the nigga that I call nigga my best friend or my bestie, he hate that shit. Who keeps your secrets?
Nobody.
You keep all your secrets to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
That's not. That's crazy. For real? That got to be stressful. That's why you got gray hair?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know who keep my secrets? And I know I can say his name because I know he'll never tell him. Jigga. Jigga keep my secrets. He keep all my secrets. That nigga know. That nigga literally knows everything about me. Everything I've ever been through. Everything I've ever experienced. Anything that like I could remember after a drunk night of being out. I tell that nigga, you know everything. Like so, if anybody, you know what's good about me is my character is on display at all times for everybody. So if somebody came to somebody and told somebody something about me, as a person that knows me, you say like, all right, that either fits Alameen or that doesn't fit Alameen.
Right.
So like, and it's like present me who I am normally is who I am normally, generally.
Right.
But in those moments when I'm not that person, Jigga know like he could absolutely 100% speak for like, if you tell him something like, yo, you ever heard of that time where Alameen did whatever, Jigga say, nah, that never happened. He'll tell you. He can tell you that never happened.
He not going to tell about that one night.
You know what I'm saying? Now, he'll if it's real and it's true, and he in a situation and he has to either save my life or some shit like that, he'll tell you like, yo, nah, this either happened or it didn't happen. You know what I mean? Jigga keep my secrets. Only because some of my friends that I have are not good friends. I mean, they're good people, but they're not good friends.
So then why do you consider them a friend?
No, because they're good people.
But then why aren't they just somebody you know or an acquaintance?
Because...
How are you friends with somebody that you can actively say is not a good friend?
No, because the way I see friendship is the way that I exhibit friendship. They might just not be capable of that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be a good person and have all the traits of a good person, but like just to be a good friend when they were like, in my definition of a good friend, my friends can call me at 3 a.m. and I'll show up. My friends cannot have nowhere to go and I'll give them somewhere to stay. My friends could be short a couple dollars and I'll provide that money for them. You know what I'm saying? It's different for me. I think I'm a great friend, but all my friends aren't good friends because some of my friends I can't talk to. Like if they're going through something, or if they're angry in those moments of anger, I can't talk them down and say, listen, bro, you're overreacting. You're doing this, you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to relax. In those moments, I can't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? And so a good friend is understanding. A good friend is receptive. A good friend is, like I said, diligent. Fucking a good friend is a couple other words that I use. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like they're good people, but just not necessarily good friends. Like somebody could be like you, like if you got a cousin and you got a favorite cousin. That's still your cousin. But it's like, you family, but you, all right, sometimes you iffy sometimes.
But that's different because you my cousin because you're my cousin, right? You're not, I can't change that, but I can pick and choose if we're not friends anymore. Right. I have let go of people who I realized are not good friends.
Right. But at the same time, but were they good people?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's the thing. I know
I can't really answer that.
I know these niggas is good people, and I'm really fighting with saying names right now. Right?
Yes.
I'll give you an example.
Same.
I have a friend that goes out. They hang out. They go out and they party. And they don't call me. Right? When I go out, I reach out to them most usually, right? But the times when I don't, they'll say to me like, damn, yo, why you ain't call me? Right? But when we go out, we have a good time together. You know what I'm saying? So like, he doesn't consider me all the time, but I usually consider him. But when I consider him, we have a great time. He's a good person to be around. Not a great friend, not a good friend because he doesn't consider me. Like I don't cross your friend. You should always cross your friend's mind in passing, just like, oh shit, I ain't spoke to this nigga in a minute. Or I ain't spoke to this girl in a day, whatever. But that's not always the case for certain peoples in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? So good people.
How can we pause?
Okay.
We gotta cut that out because I was hot. That's why I wasn't saying anything. I didn't want you to think I was not talking.
We're back.
But
We're
I
back.
needed
We're
a
back.
minute.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. I'm glad
Thank
you got that.
Sorry.
But yeah, but that would be an example of just a bad person. That's not a good friend. So they don't deserve to be a friend in that situation. You know what I'm saying? But my niggas, like my niggas that I consider friends, not all of my friends, because I have some fucking phenomenal friends. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homies. You know the members. The members know they the members. We got some members in Union Street merch on the way. Yes. See y'all in a little bit, right? I gotta go pick up some shirts. I keep forgetting. Yeah, but like I got some phenomenal friends too. But like I just got some friends that aren't good friends, but they're good people. Like when we link up, we have a good time. We have a fairly good time.
I have people like that too, but I still wouldn't consider them a friend. I would just consider them an acquaintance or somebody I know.
These my niggas though, because I'm gonna get up and show up for them. So I can't really say the people that I wouldn't get up and show up for. They don't even call me to show up for them, which is smart. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it makes sense to me.
I get it though.
It makes sense when you don't think about it.
I get it.
Do we have anything else on Friends?
Do you believe in soulmates?
That's not part of that.
Oh, my bad.
That's part of
the other thing. I see the arrow. Yeah. My bad.
Okay, let's go back to does the age matter when chasing your dreams? Because I think that's important, right? Because when people do things like I really enjoy podcasting. I love podcasting. I love every aspect of podcasting, right? So you'll have people that'll be, let's say 22, 23. Like, oh, Alameen, you're 67. What? Not 60. I'm not 67. I'm 57. They be like, Alameen, you're 57 years old. You're 57 years old. Why are you trying to? Why are you podcasting? What are you talking about? I'm podcasting because I know what I'm talking about. I have ideas, I have thoughts, and I have feelings, and I'm pretty sure a lot of my ideas, thoughts, and feelings resonate with people around the world. Until those people get wind of me, I'm gonna have to speak to the 100,000 people that listen to my podcast weekly.
Absolutely.
Wink, wink. Right. So, just using that example, like sometimes people will be like, "Oh, well, people will be like 35 rapping. They'll be like, oh, you're a 35, you're a 40-year-old rapper. I'm chasing my dream, bro.
I don't think it's the age thing. I think it's you've been trying to rap since you was 18 years old.
Okay.
You're 35.
Okay.
You've never had a job because you're going to be a rapper. It's not taking off.
Okay. But you don't.
When do we say, okay, this is a hobby now and not something that's going to make me millions, right? Because there's a lot of people out here, and I'm going to keep using the rapper as an example. There's a lot of people out here that are trying to be rappers that have started at age, who knows, 18. They're now 40. They've never had a job, but they keep saying they're going to be a rapper. When my
mixtape take off. Hey, I can't win the lottery until I win the lottery.
Yeah, but you're doing other things in the process, right? You're not only honing in on this one thing that has not been working for 15 years.
I mean, it's been 5. And I feel like we doing all right.
And you still have a job.
I do. Would you be mad if I quit my job and pursue podcasting? Like, I would lose my house. I wouldn't even play like that. I wouldn't even play like that.
Hell?
I wouldn't even play like that. I love my job.
Absolutely.
Actually, see you guys in the morning.
Right. The fuck? Absolutely. It's grounds for termination of a friendship. Back to the friendship. That is grounds for termination of a friendship. Because what's going to happen is you're going to be calling me to sleep on my couch and I'm going to be like, go back to where you're podcasting at.
That's one thing. That's one thing I'm not friends with. I might be friends with people that's not good friends, but I'm definitely not friends with people that don't have their shit together. I can't be a good friend if I'm a friend to a person that don't have their shit together.
Absolutely.
If you don't have shit going on, you don't have your shit together, you're not taking care of your responsibilities and you're doing your duties as whatever you signed up to be, whether you're a father, whether you're a
boyfriend, a husband,
a wife, anything. Like if you're not doing your duties, we can't be friends.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so fuck that.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
So yeah, it's not the age.
Oh yeah, it's the age thing. Like,
It's the length of, and then.
I mean,
So okay, say you've been podcasting for 12 years,
right.
and you still can't even put out weekly consistent podcasts, right? What do I look like as a friend? Say, yeah, that nigga gonna take off tomorrow. You can't even get it together,
Right.
to put out something consistent to let people know that you're serious. That's another thing.
That hurts.
Niggas be trying to be rappers. They don't even be serious about it.
I'm gonna get a chain. I gotta get a chain. I feel like I just gotta get a chain.
It's gonna say I'm a rapper?
No. I just gotta get
I'm
a
a
chain.
podcaster?
Just to show I'm successful at doing what I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah.
Because people want to see people that's successful or people that appear to be successful. People don't know that I'm successful. If I was successful, people don't know because I don't look like I'm successful.
But what makes you look like you're successful? A chain?
I mean, like when they see people with jewelry, when they see people that like grills and shit. If you got grills, you got chains, bracelets, watches.
Y'all see my face?
No, like people that appear to be successful get people to pay attention to them more. That's a fact.
That is materialistic success.
Exactly,
That's
but
not
we live in a
real
materialistic
life.
world.
People will have a $800 chain on and asking their friend to borrow $8 for dinner tonight. That's not.
That's not what everybody
a measure
sees.
of success.
When I take a picture in my
Stop laughing.
when I take a picture of my $800 chain, it's crazy. When I take a picture of my $800 chain and I'm eating my halal food, they like, yo, this nigga really in the trenches with it. He really eating halal food. I mean, iced up type shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't see the fact that I got the money for the food from you. They just see the fact that I'm a fly nigga with a nice piece of jewelry on and I'm getting to it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what this nigga got to say.
I hate this universe we live in.
But this the world we living in right now.
Oh, that question should have said, "What do we hate?" The universe.
What do we hate? Yeah, but like I feel like age don't matter because it's like at the end of the day, like you just never know. Like when your moment is your moment. Like when did 2 Chainz blow? I think he was a little older when he blew. When it came time for him to really be successful, he was probably. I think they say he was like 30 something, some shit like that.
Right. That's why I said it's not about age. It's all about the length of time you've been doing it and how serious and consistent you are with it. Like a lot of people are not serious. Like they just want to be a rapper because they want the lifestyle. Half of these niggas can't even rap.
Yeah, but you don't got to be talented no more.
That sucks.
The spark, the flame. I forgot how the saying goes, but like people don't care about.
It's because everything is so right now.
They don't care about the thing
TikTok.
that's like people. I watched some shit earlier. I don't know. I was probably on my phone when I watched it, and they was talking about people that rapper niggas that's like that fell off. And it was like, yo, this nigga one hit wonder, album flop. Went to face like Fetty Wap fell off because he went to jail. Kevin Gates fell off because his new music is flopping. And other niggas like that. No disrespect to those people because I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what I saw. But like, yeah, I don't know. But like people being one hit wonders and shit, that's like, I don't know. You just one hit away from your success story and shit like that. So
I get that.
maybe I don't know. I really don't think it matters because at the end of the day, like like I said before, you don't win the lottery until you won a lottery. You can't win a lottery until you won a lottery. So your day gonna come. All it takes is one. You know what I'm saying? And make your millions. If you gauge your success by how much money you make doing that thing, then hey, you know what I'm saying? Once you make your first million, I guess you could say you're a success. Be it a one hit wonder, or maybe you made 30 mixtapes and just one of your songs went. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then you could be like Young Lay. You know what I'm saying? You could make a song 15 years ago, or however long 2007 was, and then that shit come back around like, don't I be with J Money serving everybody? You know what I'm saying?
But that's because it take off on things like TikTok now.
Exactly.
Right?
So you just never know. Like especially in the times of TikTok, we could do some shit tonight, right now. Once we done recording, we could turn on a fucking whatever, do a dance, upload it to TikTok,
And now we viral.
And taking off.
And now everybody gonna follow our podcast.
Come on, bro.
I'm with it.
And we make our first million. Now we a success story. You know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers be like, yo, she only did 3 podcasts. How the fuck she make $1 million? Now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, people don't get it. You feel me? But I don't think it's aging. I hate that age does matter, and people do refer to your age when they talk about you attempting to do a thing, and they want to say, like, I guess if you're not successful by, you got to be between in your 20s and successful in order to be a success at the thing that you're attempting to be successful at. I think that's whack as fuck.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from. I know when I say it and I'm talking about somebody, it's like, all right, man, you've been trying this for 35 years. Time to pack it up, because clearly it's not working for you.
Niggas will fire off on you, Damo.
You what?
Niggas will fire off on you.
I don't give a fuck.
Niggas will fire off on you. You wanna?
That's fine.
You wanna do Who Do We Hate before we do the Shannon Shakedown?
We hate.
So let me explain it real quick. I don't want to use the word hate.
Nah, hate is a strong word.
Who do we
dislike?
Who do we have a lower level of tolerance for? And this is not necessarily people specifically. This is more about people that, like, just the ideas that people have type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, people that, what did we just talk about? Age. Somebody that feels like you got to be, if you're not successful by the time you're 45, you're not successful type shit. Like, nigga, like, you old as hell. You better have $100 million in your bank account. You know what I'm saying? Those are people that don't understand money. You know what I'm saying? And how time and success, and you know what I'm saying? They don't understand how that shit works. I really don't like those people now that I say it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like that. Like, who don't we like? Who are people that we have a lower tolerance for? I want to go for. I'll go first. You want to go first? Because we could do this shit all day.
Go ahead.
People that talk on a speakerphone. Why are you talking on a speakerphone, sir?
Why don't you get some grocery headphones? Store.
Put the phone to your ear.
Oh Lord, yes.
Get some headphones, AirPods. Or get the fake AirPods. Get the little $25.
Get the ones that still got the string. I don't care. Don't nobody want to hear all of that.
Get off your speakerphone in the store, sir. Ma'am. We don't want to hear about the conversation. We don't want to know who got what, and who did what, and why they can't come back to your house again. We don't want to hear that.
We don't want to hear.
Get some headphones. All right, you go, Damo.
I have a very low tolerance for people who, I'm going to start easy. People like with no ambition.
Oh my God. Well, no, I hate those people. But continue. I'm in
people with low ambition or no ambition. Like, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to be?
Why do you have an excuse for everything that hasn't been going right in your life?
Why is it everybody else's fault that you can't get your shit together?
Good question.
Why is it my responsibility to help you because you think that I got my shit together, so I should help you because you don't got your shit together? We have the same 24 hours in a day, the same opportunities, the same resources. Facts. You can get your shit together just like I appear to have my shit together.
Facts.
It's on a day-by-day basis over here, by the way. However...
I tell my people that all the time, right? If you come to me for something and I don't have it for you, you getting upset at me is just ridiculous. Because the fact that you don't have it should show you how hard it is to get it.
Absolutely.
So you being mad at me because I don't have it for you is ridiculous.
I agree.
Like, my nigga, you don't have it.
Right.
You mad at me for not having it for you?
That's
crazy. I hate you niggas.
That's insane.
Yeah. Who do we hate? No, we gotta make a theme song. People we hate. No, who do we hate?
We need like a Jeopardy theme song.
Yeah, who do we gonna do? I'm gonna do this because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna come across more people I hate. You know what I hate too? People that complain all the time.
Oh, good Lord.
And it's a combination of people. People who complain all the time, and people who sit down air smells weird. Don't flop.
I heard the BBL girls sit down air smells weird.
I don't know.
Some of them. Not all of y'all, but some of them.
That's funny.
I saw it on TikTok.
This-
No, I saw it on
this
Instagram.
I promise you, this is not becoming a platform where we shit on BBLs. Because I find myself doing that frequently, and I'm not mad at them shits. I don't really care what people do with their bodies and shit like that, as long as the price is good. Yeah, I think I'm done with that one.
We done? Okay.
You got any more? You got?
No.
I got a lot. I could do this shit all night, but I don't want to trouble the people.
We're not gonna do that right now.
The people that complain all the time really bother me because it's just like, just shut up and go mind your business or something. Like I don't understand the whole complaining part, because you could just not say nothing. Like you don't have to be around this thing that's upsetting you.
Right.
Like the world is humongous. People move down south. People move out west. People move up north. People leave the country. If you don't like it,
do something
where
about
you
it.
are, like I like the people that complain about Jersey City all the time. Leave.
You don't
Y'all
have to
niggas
be
did this. Y'all da 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 da. Go.
That's how I feel about people that complain about jobs all the time. People ask me like, "Oh, you always got a new job?" Yes, because when it makes me unhappy, I'm leaving.
Just quit.
I will
Just leave.
figure it out. I will get a new job. Now, I'm not telling y'all niggas to quit your job before you get a new one because I've never done that.
yeah, don't
okay,
do that.
That's irresponsible, and I'm not putting that out there.
a good
However,
friend right there.
the minute you start feeling uncomfortable, it's time to start looking. Finding a job is not easy. I give you that. However, if you start looking at the first sign of discomfort, by the time it gets to the point where you can no longer take it, you will have another job.
You gonna stress yourself out. What's that shit when half your face get paralyzed?
Bell's palsy. I had that as
palsy.
a child.
That's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers, you gonna stress yourself out and stress yourself with some Bell's palsy.
I
Don't do
definitely
that.
had that as a baby.
Leave the job. Go get a new job.
Go get a new job.
Yeah, especially if you, like you said, if your work feels like work, find something else to do.
Find something
If you're not happy with people coming in at having you do your job, like those people, like they'll work in the service industry, and they'll
hate
have
their job.
they won't even hate their job. They just hate the fact that they have to do their job when they have customers or they have to service the people.
Y'all
You
need to
work in the
quit.
service industry.
I've definitely told people that in the grocery store. If you don't like your job, you can quit. I didn't ask for you to be here.
Right. I'm like, yo, you cool? Like, what's up with you?
Shout out to the beautiful woman in Trader Joe's the other day that gave me my plant and flowers for free because her face looked like she was having a day. And I asked her, "How are you doing today?" And she said that made her feel better. And I told her, don't let these people stress you out, girl, because they leave in the store and they may not ever come back. So shout out to her, because my beautiful ZZ plant and my flowers are thriving.
True.
Sorry, I had to say that.
Yeah, no. Okay, who do we hate? We done with that.
We done with that.
It's a lot of people we do hate, but we gonna get to that. A little bit every day. We gonna break one gear.
Right.
Who do we hate? I gotta get.
We gonna
like
play
you
the
said,
theme song, right?
We gotta get some shit like that. That's funny. And we gonna get the on air sound. We gotta turn that on. I can turn it on today. Where we at now, Dama? Where we at?
Shannon Shakedown?
Shannon Shakedown. Did you read that story?
I did.
Is it crazy?
It is wild. Okay?
Shannon is a freaky boy.
Yeah, do y'all remember a few months ago where he accidentally went live?
Accidentally went live. Yeah, all right, nigga.
I wonder if no, it wasn't her. Never mind.
No, it wasn't the same
I was gonna
person.
say I wonder if it was a singer.
First of all,
it wasn't.
this girl was supposed to be like 19, and then
20.
she was like
She was
20. She was charging him like 25 bands per ass, some
Yep.
shit. She
Yep.
was asking to eat his ass, asking to have a baby. What was that? You got some shit going on?
It was just a little bug.
I got
like a
I
gnat.
got to bleep that out. No bugs in my studio.
Sorry.
Nah, but like the whole shit was just confusing. It wasn't confusing, but it was just like, nigga, really? Like, who deals with this? Who says, like, who asks for money other than prostitutes? Who asks for money in exchange for sex or sexual relations and shit like that? I don't know. It sucks because he is an old nigga. I mean, I get it. He in fairly good shape. So like, if you old enough and you still got your shit still work, you want to use that motherfucker. I get it. I guess.
But why can't you just go and get a regular girl? Why you had to go get a I mean, I guess she wasn't advertising as a prostitute, right?
I mean, I guess she got an OnlyFans. Or all OnlyFans people prostitutes?
No. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I mean,
let us know.
because they doing things for money, so that constitutes prostitution, right?
Let us know. Let us know what you think. Are all girls on OnlyFans prostitutes? Is OnlyFans prostitution? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Or this. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks because right under that we got dealing and dating with people. Dating and dealing with people. It's so hard because like situations like this, because of the things, go right back to my fucking freedom of speech. It's so much stuff that you can't say. It's so much stuff that you can't do. They vilify you for your kinks, and it's all accepting world. Like at the end of the day, like with LGBTQ 2+, I don't know. I'm so sorry, but with all of that stuff being so prevalent and so it's like widely accepted. If Shannon getting his ass ate and he dating 19-year-old girls, which is disgusting, he's like fucking 40 years, whatever. Fuck, he hella older than this girl. Like that's ridiculous. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like, if motherfuckers, are we shaming niggas for their kinks or no? Are we making fun of niggas because they like their ass ate and nipples rubbed or no? Like, what are we doing? Let me know because y'all niggas keep changing the rules every day. Are the kinks out? Are we shaming niggas for like they're fucking the fact that the nigga do some what?
I think what makes this story wild though is that
that nigga said release the whole tape.
She was texting him some crazy shit, but then she's the one that's making allegations. Like that's wild to me.
I don't know.
And was it Soulja Boy? Because he's going through the same thing, right? Like somebody accused him of sexual assault too. And he made a very good point. He said it's a lot of rich black men being targeted.
That's crazy because I wrote that up there too. Rich niggas are targets. But that's funny that you say fucking Soulja Boy had made a good point. Something you never think you hear in a sentence together. Soulja Boy made a good point.
Right.
But I think that's true, man. I think because niggas is easy marks. Because
oh yeah, absolutely.
It's so easy to make us fall from grace. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like if you got an issue with a black man and you say a black man did this to me or a black man made me uncomfortable in this way,
it's already a target.
Niggas gonna get rid of you. They're gonna be like, oh well what? You're guilty until proven innocent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think that's the thing about it. But dating and dealing with people is so difficult now in these times because you just can't trust people. You know what I'm saying? Like
everybody got a motive.
Motherfucker will look you in your face, tell you they love you, and do some bullshit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
absolutely.
Like even if we not dating, just dealing with people, everybody is looking to get over on you. You know what I'm saying? No matter how good you are to a person, no matter how good you are to people, you could do everything in your motherfucking power to provide a situation or a life for these people. You could look out for these people. Like I said, I got friends. My friends could call me and ask me for somewhere to stay, and I don't have no problem with providing a safe haven for the homies. But
they turn around and do some fuck shit.
Back to
the conversation about friends, right? Like that's why everybody is not your friend. That's why you cannot treat everybody the same way. You may have a good heart and you want to help everybody and you want to do things, but you can't because motherfuckers will show you in a heartbeat that they will switch up on you without question. And they'll switch up on you for a motherfucker that they don't even know in real life.
Right. That shit irritating and aggravating, bro. And it just make you hate people, bro.
And it just make you so cautious. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But it also just makes me very cautious when meeting people, not just meeting people to date, just meeting people in general.
Exactly, bro. Because it's like some of the most beautiful things in the world is good-spirited people, sunrises, sunsets, flowers in bloom and shit like that. Like you want to experience all of these beautiful things and you want to experience these beautiful things with beautiful people. But at the same time, you just never know. Because people, like they say, when you meet somebody, you only meet their representative of who they actually are. And it sucks because it's like, yo, like for this person to be such a sweet person and a genuine person today, Tomorrow they might be a totally different person. And that shit fucking sucks, bro. The fact that you can't trust the fact that people are inherently good, even though we like to believe that people are inherently good and people not necessarily negative and vengeful and evil. You don't want that. You don't want to put that on people because at the end of the day, you got to live in a world with people.
Right.
So you want to hope that it's good people. It's like one out of every 100 million person being a good person is fucking horrible.
It's
bro.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like I get disappointed a lot because I expect myself from others. And then when I don't get that, it's like, damn, like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you do that? Why would you act like that? What was the purpose of you doing whatever you did? What did you get out of it? Does that make you feel better? And why? Like, yeah.
Right, yeah, no, that shit suck, bro. We ain't even got to speak on rich niggas being targets because they really are. Like, at the end of the day, like, if you got money, it's super duper important for niggas to just get. If you gonna get a lot of money or you come into a lot of bread, just get your bread and close your circle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you can't put other people in position. You feel me? Like, cause like, let's just say that when the day this shit takes off, and I'm obviously gonna be opened up to a whole bunch of situations. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be presented with opportunities and situations and shit. Everything's going to be go be great and beautiful. But then at that point, like I'm still willing to help people and give people a little boost. But at the end of the day, you can't come into my fold like that because because at the end of the day, like I genuinely don't know what you want to do.
Also, cause you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Yeah, and not even that, because a lot of times, like me, right? And I'm the perfect example of this. I love calling myself the perfect example of things. But like this situation right here, nobody is helping me with this. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like learning this shit and doing this shit, putting this shit out, right? So I get how hard it can be to find your niche in this shit, two, get your footing in this shit and just start so you can start to move forward with it. You know what I'm saying? Like even right now, I'm gonna be honest with niggas, I don't completely understand the monetizing of a podcast. I'm currently still learning this. I'm still currently formatting my emails to get brand deals and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sending people out emails and they're sending me emails back like, yeah, like we would love to do business with you, but where's this, and this? And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even think to put that in this email. He's like, all right, well, you know, when you figure out that part of it, then get back to us. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that reached out that said, hell yeah, let us know what we can do and we'll let you know what we expect from you and we'll move forward. Boom. So that's a beautiful thing. But like other than that, like I understand how hard this shit can be, especially like coming not necessarily me, but sometimes you'll have a situation where it's just you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you're the lead dog and all the other dogs is in the sled type shit. You know what I'm saying? So you're the only dog pulling the sled.
Right.
Which sucks and shit like that. But you want like me, I ask for a lot. So I'm not gonna say and complain because I got a lot on my plate.
Yeah, but you can, right?
I could, but then at the end of the day, that's like praying for rain and getting mad when it rains. Though.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I could sit here and be like, oh, I want help and I want niggas to be able to be on my same type of timing. But at the end of the day, like it's gonna work out in the end because I feel like I'm less inclined to do for people that didn't do with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, let's just say somebody gets wind of this episode. They're like, yo, this is my favorite episode of your podcast of all time. I want to offer you $100,000 for 20 episodes. Absolutely. You do 20 episodes, I'll give you another 100. You do another 20, I give you another 100, right? Cool, boom. Now, the success that I've reached from the notoriety that this episode of this podcast gets, I'm like, damn, I got to bust Damo off for some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because even though it was other episodes, them episodes didn't boom. This was the first episode to get 150 million views type shit. You feel me? So that would be the thing. You know what I mean? Like, but like, that's why like when people come here, They leave with what they came with. Like, I want motherfuckers to be successful. I want motherfuckers to come in and do their thing here. But like, if you don't want to do it, like you don't got to do no overhead. You don't got to pay no overhead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to add to, you want to help out, you know what I mean? You could pay for a subscription or pay for some shit that'll help us get our shit out there. You know what I'm saying? You could pay for promotion and shit like that, whatever. But otherwise, if you don't want to do that, just leave. Just take what you came with. Nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas.
I agree. I also think that goes back to like the age matter when chasing your dreams, right? It's not the age, again, it's you're here and you're serious about this. Like, this is something you want. This is something
dead serious.
This is something you want to take off. This is not just gonna be a hobby for you that you do every once in a while. Like, but some people approach things like that, right? Mm-hmm. So it's hard to do a podcast. That's why I said shout out to all the people that's doing, like, that's on their grind doing the podcast, because you could be on a podcast with somebody, and I'm gonna use me as an example. This is not me, but I'm gonna say it could be me and you serious about this, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna talk, and I don't care about nothing else, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna bring no topics. I'm gonna just laugh, kiki, and then go on about my day. So it's not gonna be successful if we can't get on the same. What?
I know somebody
that's like that.
I'm just. I'm just talking shit.
Listen.
No shade.
It could be like the one person is serious and one person is not, so it's not gonna go anywhere. Everybody on the pod gotta be on the same page. I don't know why I started talking about that, but I lost my train of thought now.
You said that goes back to chasing your dreams and you being serious.
Right.
And
so you have to be serious and consistent with things. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you're not serious and consistent, it's not gonna happen.
All right. So, thank you for that. We go from dating to dealing with people to rich niggas being targets to now a very important question, in my opinion, for me. Other than the age gap, because we spoke on that briefly, but like, I feel like what's a understandable number when it comes to age gaps? Do you say, in your personal opinion?
I'm going to say nothing more than like 7 years.
7 years.
Also, though, I think it depends on the ages, right? Okay. So, got a question in the group chat the other day. Don't know if we should edit that part out.
Don't bring it. Don't say it. Don't say it. If you're going to upset somebody, don't say it.
No. It's not an upset. Should a 15 and a 19-year-old be dealing with each other?
No.
Right? However, that's only 4 years. But it doesn't sound so bad when you say 30 and 34, right? It doesn't sound so bad when you say 34 and 39 or 35 and 39, right?
Right.
It doesn't sound so bad. So that age gap also depends on the ages.
Right. Okay.
That's what I was
So what's a good number then?
I'm going to say at my big old age, I'm going to say no more. I wouldn't date anybody older than 7 years, like 7 years older than me. Mm. Yeah.
I think 10 years is a good number. Like just
nice round number.
Yeah, I think 10 years is a good number because it's just like, obviously, because like, you know, you say like 15 and 19 is obviously different because 15-year-olds don't have the mental capacity to deal with the issues and the responsibilities of the decision making of a 19-year-old. Like a 19-year-old, once the 19-year-old makes a decision, the 15-year-old is going to be like, yeah, you're right, because you're older and that makes sense for us. You know what I'm saying? But I say 10 years after adulthood. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm 31 and you 21, that's a stretch, but I'm not going to be mad at that because like, all right, whatever, like, because y'all both adults, and I'm pretty sure by that time you should, in a perfect world, in Union's world, you should have your head on straight at 21. You know what I'm saying? In my world, you should. In my world, I would hope you do. you would in my world, because it's like you understand that, like, yo, like, all right, from you being 17, 18, 19, 20, and now 21, you should know that, like, shit is not a game, and I don't have a whole lot of time left type shit. So I got to get on my shit right then and there. And I'm saying that because around that time, I had that revelation. Although I did not act on it, but that was my thought process. Like, yo, I need to start probably getting my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Even though I planned on living in my mom's house until I was 36, my thought process was like, yo, I need to start getting my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because I did, at that time, when I was 21, I had a 1-year-old.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my thought process then.
Okay.
So, and like I said, in my world, you will have your shit on your head on your shoulders, and you would have your eye on a prize, or you would have your life, you would be focused on a goal. You'll be goal oriented by that time. In my perfect world.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I don't think I started acting like an adult until I was 25.
Oh, no, me neither. I mean, I wanted to.
I didn't and still don't have any kids, so I didn't have that part of growing up to say, oh shit, now I have somebody else I need to take care of, so I should get it together.
Right.
I didn't have that thought, right? I didn't even have that in the back of my mind, like, oh shit, I have a child.
Right.
So I feel like that might have made it happen a little sooner. But for me, it wasn't until 25. Because then I was like, bro, I'm 25. Ain't no way I'm still living with my mother at 25. Right? It felt crazy to me.
Right.
To still be living with my mother at 25. Now, at this big old age, I'd be like, I wish I could live with my mother. Pay this mortgage.
No, like I said, it was a thought process. Like, I didn't start really behaving and carrying myself like a responsible adult until my second or third year in the military. You know what I'm saying? I was already gone and fucking living life and shit like that, doing adult shit when I first said, you know what, I can't do this stuff no more. Type shit. So me getting up and leaving Jersey City and being responsible and providing for my son, that was just like something that I had to do while I was doing still on the bullshit. So, you know what I'm saying? I say 10 years, but I digress. I say 10 years because you should know. It's like, that's like if you're 40 and the man is 50. You know
that don't even sound as bad as 20 and 30.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, in my opinion, that's why I said 31 and 21.
Right.
Because it's like, you 21 now, you 31, you can experience the things, you should know what's going on, you should have an idea about how you want to carry yourself or how you want to be seen. Type shit. Even though you should start thinking about that shit way earlier. Like, I try to preach that shit into my children. But like, you should start thinking about that shit way earlier. But by the time you're 21, 22, 23, you should know by that point, like, all right, shit is really real. I'm an adult now. You know what I'm saying? My actions have consequences and shit like that. That's my opinion. I say 10 years. Age gap, you say 7, I say 10.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, one of the more important questions that I wanted to ask, you kind of skipped to it earlier. Do you believe in soulmates?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Why?
I believe that, I don't know why. I just do. I believe that. But I don't necessarily believe that soulmates have to be in a romantic way.
All right, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing like the friend soulmates and shit like that. So do you think that there are two people, two spirits, two beings, two energies out there floating that are perfect matches for each other?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I'm not going to sit here and say that.
That's not me being a scorn
they
nigga
will
either.
ever meet, though. My soulmate could be in freaking Antarctica right now. I will never meet my soulmate.
That nigga in Antarctica, he dead.
Shut the fuck up.
Ain't shit in Antarctica. People live in Antarctica?
Yeah.
They do? I didn't think that was real.
Yes. My soulmate could be on the other side of the globe. I might never meet my soulmate.
Yeah, you got a Chinese soulmate?
I didn't say Chinese. Might be Australian. I don't know about Chinese.
Good day, he made it. Crocodile Hunter. Yeah.
But I do believe.
You got a nigga that want a kangaroo. That's crazy.
In the pouch. Australia was lit though. I digress.
Never.
Huh?
I would never go there.
I went there.
I would never
loved
go.
it. I wanted to move there.
I'm not going to Asia. I'm not going to fucking Australia.
Let me tell you
Not
something.
happening.
I went to Australia in 2016 before we had the last election of this mofo. And the people there were like, we feel bad you got to go back home. And I said, well, can you just marry me so I can stay here? Because I ain't
Oh, is
wanna
that a
go
thing? You got to get married to stay in those countries too? I thought that just was an American thing.
No, because a lot of countries you can only stay for 6 months. And then you got to leave and then come back.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't go there and set up shop. And I would have to apply for residency or something. I couldn't just stay.
I didn't know that was a global
nothing.
thing. I thought that was just like America. Like I thought that you could just leave America and go anywhere you wanted and just set up shop and just be a resident.
You still have to apply for residency.
Oh, so it ain't no just picking up and going back to Africa.
No.
Oh shit.
I don't think so. I don't know.
But I am black. Let me in,
I am
brother.
nigga.
Let me in, brother.
But yeah, I do believe in soulmates. I don't believe that everybody will cross paths with their soulmate. But I definitely believe that there is somebody.
Interesting. I thought I didn't, but now I don't know. I thought I didn't believe in soulmates. I'm thinking like, nah, nigga, like, cause I'm a firm believer in that not everybody needs somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer in that it's just not somebody for everybody all the time. Like the idea of there being somebody for everybody and your person being out there, it's a nice idea. It's like, damn, that's fire. Like eventually I'm gonna find my person and all of this shit is gonna make sense. But I don't know if I believe that less now. Like I believe that more. Because I just honestly don't know. Just sitting here listening to you talk about it. Like it just when I use the explanation like equal opposite flame on the other side or whatever the situation may be. Like just being out there for a person. I don't know if I believe it or not. You know what I'm saying?
I think when we think about soulmates, we think about people that we can realistically cross paths with, right?
Right.
And we don't think like, bro, there is a whole world.
See, and that's
out here.
That explanation is kind of what skewed my thought process. It was like, yo, because you might not meet your soulmate. So now my thought process is kind of shifting because it's like, damn, I never even thought it like that. Like just because shit ain't worked with all these people, I'm like, fuck, that ain't no such thing as soulmate. It's because I have that. I meet a person, I have that honeymoon phase, and I love you so much, and now it's just like, nah, this ain't what this fire don't burn that hot. I'm cool on this bitch type shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. I want to see the toxic nigga in me wants to say no. I don't believe in that shit. Like fuck that. Soulmates, get the fuck out of here. Whatever, nigga. Hell no. But now it's just like, is there a person for everybody? You know what I'm saying? Just because I understand how bad relationships suck and how relationships eat up a nigga hairline. Like most niggas, if a nigga was in a 4 or 5 year, 6 year, 10-year relationship, your hairline is gone 90% of the time. Niggas be having fucked up hairlines. God forbid. But I don't know now. I honestly don't know. Let's ask the fans, the people that listen to us, the people that follow us, the people that love us. Do you all believe in soulmates? Do you believe that there's a person out there for everybody? There's an equal and opposite flame that will attract that attracts you to somebody else, and that'll make you'll come together. If you could come together, possibly, and make everything make sense. Let me know in the comments.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see.
People say.
We did everything at the top, and we got that one last question at the bottom, right?
Yep.
Cool. Perfect. What we are doing now, we finish out our episodes with a question, right? The question may or may not have anything to do with the episode. I don't know. You could probably go back and find something that's relative to the question that we asked at the end of the episode. Maybe or maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But we ask a question at the end of the episode to get our real thought processes, get our wheels turning, get our blood flowing and our hearts pumping, and give y'all something to talk about right before we get up out of here. All right. And the question for today is, you want to read it? You want me to read it?
You good?
Why does it take so long to disconnect from toxic people and toxic situations? Why does it take so long to disconnect from toxic people and toxic situations and or toxic situations? That toxic shit feel good. That shit is just so exciting. What? Now, whoa. God damn. The toxic shit, like Fab had the song, the life is so exciting. It's just excitement, man. And it's just like, you just never know what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? Which is draining too at times. Sometimes that shit is just, it's just a life drain. It's just a drains the life force out of you sometimes and shit. Cause it's like, you want a little bit of consistency. You want to be able to, toxicity and everything is different in every situation. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it might be this thing. Sometimes it might be that thing. But
a little toxicity never killed anybody.
Yeah, it has.
I said a little. I didn't say a lot. I said a little. Calm down. Calm down.
Good amount of, you a nigga with a good amount of toxicity in him?
What?
You need a nigga with a good amount of toxicity?
Just a little bit.
That's crazy.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
I need you to, you know.
It's just a thing, man. It's just, I don't know. Because, you know what I think, too? I think maybe because it's like a response. Now, I don't want to say trauma responses. I don't want to turn this into one of those. I don't want this portion of the episode to be like the psychological breakdown. But like, maybe that's just how we respond to things in a way that like I need something to keep my blood pressure up, because keep my heart pumping, because
I need a little excitement in my life.
Yeah. And I don't think that, I don't know.
No,
I hate
honestly,
that for people.
I think that, like, with me, I want situations to work so bad sometimes that
Go ahead, talk. I'm about to move this little thing right here.
I'm not gonna let it go, even if in my mind I know it's not working. Like, I want it to work, so I'm gonna keep trying at it no matter how bad it is. Well, let me not say that. That's a little extreme. No matter, like, not no matter, but like, even if I do sense the toxicity, I think that maybe it's something we can get past. Maybe it's something you can change, like, or the person can change, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not going to be toxic forever. Maybe it's something I'm doing that's making this person act this way. I know myself. I will egg a motherfucker on and know that they going to act a little crazy, and then I'm going to sit back and laugh. Like, I know myself. I'm also toxic. So, just a little bit, though. Not like psycho killer toxic, but just like, I'm going to egg you on and then laugh in your face, because you should know I'm a joke.
That's woman shit.
But also laugh. Like, why are you getting upset at Lord knows what? Like, why are we not laughing? Everything to me is a fucking joke.
Not everything.
You're right. Not everything.
Sometimes I feel like you can find humor in most things, and that you should. As a couple, as a, I mean, let's just say in a relationship, just use the relationship, not situation as an example. As a couple, you should find humor in most things. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you fuck with me, if I fuck with somebody, we got to understand that as long as we got each other, everything is going to be okay. We're going to get through it. We're going to get over it. We're going to get past it. And at the end of the day, everything is going to be okay. In my world, that's how shit works. You know what I'm saying? But that's not always true. That's not always the case in most people's world type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know.
But what actually constitutes as toxic?
You know what an unhealthy situation is like. Being in an unhealthy situation when you're dealing with a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're pouring more from your cup than more is pouring into your cup. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, your cup, I'm not saying your shit should as essentially your shit should always constantly be overflowing. But like, it's not like it's you want to be more happy than you are
Right.
sad, or you want to be more happy than you are
Upset.
not upset, not necessarily upset, but just like indifferent. Like it's okay to have a day or two, but like if you having a week and you having weeks on end, and you every couple of weeks, every couple of months, you're having a couple of weeks, that's a lot, yo.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, like I think about this shit all the time. I don't want to get to the end of my life. I know I am anyway. I'm gonna look back on at the end of my life. I'm gonna look back on my life, and I'm gonna be so fucking mad at myself for how much time I spent being unhappy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that. I don't like that for anybody.
That's what I'm
like that
saying. You don't want that for what? What happened?
Nothing.
You fucking scared. I don't want to look back on my life and be. You fucking fucked up my train of thought. I don't want to look back on my life and be unhappy
more than 50% of the time.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be upset. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And that shit sucks. You seeing shit? I keep seeing shit too.
I didn't see anything. I heard something, but it's okay.
You heard the leaves blowing outside?
Probably.
It was like a shh.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. That should get me all the time. That should get me all the time. I be sitting there. I just be here and I be chilling. And sometimes the music will pause because I don't listen to. I don't press no buttons on the computer. I just let it go, and YouTube will pause, and I'll just be sitting here. That should be like shh. I'm like, time to go.
Right. Party over.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I forgot my thought process.
But yeah. Why does it take so long though? I think because
guilt.
I know with me sometimes, like, I want to be able to help the person. So I feel like if I walk away from the situation, I'm not helping the person. And they're just going to go out in the world and continue to be either unhappy. I don't want to say a shitty person, but like just unhappy or not, not satisfied with life. And that, I don't want anybody that crossed paths with me to leave like that.
I mean,
I know I cannot change the world, okay? I know I cannot change everybody. I know that but there's also different levels to toxicity, right? Because
right.
Toxicity could be narcissistic, right?
Yeah,
so you feel
shit.
like there's nothing wrong with you.
Right.
Yeah. Been there, done that. Motherfucker still calling my phone today, by the fact.
It sucks. It sucks when it sucks.
I digress.
Yeah, for sure. I had to stop you. It sucks that when you can't, because you know what? This is why I think it takes so long, because you develop eventually along the way you learn you develop a love for these people or these situations, and no matter how bad this person is or has become or whatever the case may be, you don't want that person to learn the reality of life in the world without you, because you understand that this person is not the type of person that can handle it, or they won't respond well to it.
True.
That's the part about that shit that sucks. That's what takes so long to let go, because it's like, yo, my nigga, like if I leave you, if I let you go, if I don't continue to help you and work with you, or leave you here on the right foot, path, the world is going to eat you alive. Mm-hmm. And the people that know me, that know you, the people that love you, that know me to have loved you, are going to feel mad at me, because it's like,
why did I just let you roam free in the universe? Like
at the end of the day, you're an adult, but at the end of the day too, I have feelings, and I gotta. Who said that? I gotta put me first. Remember that meme? Remember that? I gotta put me first. Like, you gotta put yourself first. And a lot of people, it sucks, but like, especially like with young boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a couple, not homies, but people that I know.
Lions. No.
I got a couple people that I know that, like, if they don't live with a woman, they not making it. They need a woman to get off the ground, and I hate that for niggas.
I know a lot of
if that girl puts you,
people.
if that girl puts you out, if that woman puts you out,
you screwed.
Fucked. And I hate that for niggas.
I know a lot of grown people that have never lived alone.
Boy.
And that is wild to me. Like, a full-blown adult. You went from your parents' house to maybe a roommate. If not a roommate, from your parents' house to a girl's house, from this girl's house to that girl's house, from that girl's house to the next girl's house. Or even females too, though. Like, they went from their parents' house to live with a nigga, to live with the next nigga, like, or with a roommate, like. So they don't know how to function in the world as an adult living on their own. That is crazy to me.
Ridiculous.
Also, I think it takes so hard for me to disconnect from toxic people or toxic relationships. I don't like starting over. I want this to work.
Shit.
I don't want to start over. I don't want to know your favorite color again. I don't want to know what you like to eat. I don't want to know all of that. I don't care. I'm tired of it. I'm at the point now where I'm fine never dating again.
Facts.
Because this shit is ghetto.
Mm-hmm. Again, that takes us back to you just never know people. But yeah, it takes so long because you like me personally, I have a really good heart. Like it don't. I've stayed in situations that did not benefit me in no way at all for years on end. I've stayed in situations that did not benefit me for years on end, just because it was like, it was always the potential there, and it was just like, yo, I really care about this person and shit like that. Like maybe because it wasn't always bad.
Right.
We've had our moments. We've had good times. Even though we've had bad times, we've also had good times. So like I held on to the good times, and I emphasized the good times to my detriment. So it's like I thought like, yo, we can always get back to the good times. We can always get back to the good times.
I agree that too. Like you'll be like, this week we fighting, but next week we good. So I'm like, okay, like that fight meant nothing, right? Like we good times. I always say, when the bad starts to outweigh the good, that's when it's time to go. Mm-hmm. Which means that I could be in a situation where it's 50-50 for the longest, which it's also not healthy, right? But the minute the bad starts to outweigh the good, that's when I know, like, all right, we got to wrap this shit up now. Because at that point, I feel like I've held on already for way too long. Mm. Because why did it have to get to here? I should have left when it was bad 40%.
Right.
And good 60. I should have left then because I see the decline happening, right? It wasn't always 40-60. At one point, it was 100 and 0. But the decline started happening, and I'm not paying attention to the decline when I should have been left. So once the bad starts to outweigh the good, that's when I know, like, you stayed way too long, and it's time to let it go.
Right. When I start to rationalize my bad behavior. Once I start to rationalize my bad behavior, once I start to attempt to make my bad behavior and my bad decisions make sense, I'm already out of, I'm already in the red zone. Like I'm already outside of that space where I'm prioritizing your happiness and just prioritizing the thing that makes sense, that thing that kept us happy and together for so long. So once I start to make sense of my bad behavior and I start to say, well, maybe if I just, it won't be so bad if I'm already in that area where it's like, yeah, you might want to go ahead and get me pack this up, big boy. I ain't gonna take to the house.
To have the exit stage left.
You know what I'm saying? So, but why does it take so long? Niggas love deep, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas love deep. And I know how I felt when I was left. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever want nobody to feel left. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like, that could be detrimental to my happiness and my mental well-being. I don't know. I love deep. I don't love hard because I will leave, but, like, I don't know. I just want what's best for people, and I see the good in people, and I do my best to be a good person for people, even though that sometimes we just spoke. They don't deserve it, and it sucks.
Also, back to that never living alone, niggas be homeless. And when I say niggas, I don't just mean men. Men, women, they can't leave Cause where they going?
I'm not homeless, lady.
I didn't say you.
I'm very
I'm
home.
just talking about it.
I'm very home. I'm not homeless, ladies.
I'm not homeless either.
That's
However,
funny. Nah, that's what I'm saying. I said that like niggas
be
can't.
homeless. They
Niggas
can't
do
leave because they have
without
nowhere to
girls.
go.
I seen niggas moving with a girl and like 2 months. Like nigga, you don't even know this bitch middle name. Why you living in this lady house? Crazy. Hey, you know what I want to do one day?
What?
We got to do an episode behind the bar
Let's do it.
and just we got to do a weed episode.
Ooh, like I could come here and take an edible and we could just shoot shit up, shoot the shit up.
Or I'll smoke. You can fucking do an edible.
I could take an edible.
Yeah. Okay. But edibles take too long to kick in.
Nope, not the ones I buy. 20 minutes.
So we got to be 20 minutes in. I'm going to be cooked.
No. I'm gonna
Before you
take
join
it.
the
I'm
conversation.
gonna take it when I get in the Uber to come here, and by the time I get here, it's gonna drop.
We're going to figure that. We got to figure that out. But we got to do an episode. Well, we got to do an episode behind the bar. You know how to make drinks?
Yeah.
All right. You know how to make a lemon drop?
I was just about to, I'm gonna make a lychee lemon drop.
Gotcha. What's the lychee? Them little green things?
No, they look like a pear. They small. They white.
What's the little green things with the big seed in it that Dominican people be eating?
Canepas?
Canepas. Okay. I think you say lychee, I think canepas. That's the episode for us though.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We done. We are done.
Party over. Party done.
What would you like to say to the people before we leave?
Have a good week. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Stay loved. That's all I got.
What I want to say is, listen to me. Look at me when I'm talking to y'all. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Them bitches don't know you. Them bitches don't know you. Them niggas ain't crazy. Don't even worry about it. That's all I got.
Okay. We out of here. Damo, Harlem in the building.
Harlem again. Thank you for pulling up, Domo. Appreciate you.
We're not gonna do the Domo thing. Okay, thanks.
Oh, yeah, I ain't got shit else, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for showing up when I show up each and every time. Remember to like, share, subscribe with the homies. Get me lit. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, not Facebook, too personal, Twitter. Union Jackson on everywhere. On everything you can find me, it's Union Jackson. Follow my YouTube, follow my Instagram, like, subscribe, and share. Share my Instagram profile with niggas. Let niggas know how lit I am, how funny I am, how much you love me, how much you adore me, how much you want to get in my pants.
You on TikTok though?
I do have a TikTok. I don't know how to use it. I'm gonna start using it. Yeah, follow me on TikTok. I don't know. We out of here, man. This has been another episode of Union Street, the podcast, where we have the most interesting conversations on the internet with the most interesting people in the world. I sat down today with Domo. Hopefully you appreciate how interesting she is, because she is super interesting. She will be back next week.
Sure will.
Thank y'all for showing up. We'll see y'all on the other side. We out of here. My elbow ashy? I don't know. We out. Peace.